This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
The life of a college student is often viewed as an ongoing festival with a lot of entertainment, but the reality is usually not so vivid and relatively trivial. Popular movies create an attractive image of college life for young people. Still, it is essential to pay attention to the fact that the main purpose of entering college for the majority of students is a high-quality education to continue their studies or start a career. As a result, college life should be discussed as the life of an adult person, and it is full of both joy and challenges. Thus, college students face various pressures. These pressures are the necessity to work full-time, exhausting preparations for examinations, and the necessity to balance study and life. A full-time job is a good chance for a student to become financially independent, but it also can act as a significant stressor. College students often need to prepare to spend all their weekdays working and all their weekends studying the material for college classes. In addition to the study stress, working students experience pressures associated with the necessity to pay for their books or cover their living expenses. Pressures at work, in addition to challenges in college, create a highly stressful atmosphere for a student. From this point, the primary result of this challenge, typical for many students, is the necessity to learn the study materials at night in order to succeed in college. Studying in college is associated with a lot of learning and preparations for examinations, and it often includes late-night cramming to meet specific deadlines. The necessity of nonstop learning and a life full of deadlines become natural stress for a college student who tries to meet all limits and address all expectations while focusing on late-night cramming. As a result, a student becomes exhausted, his or her attention decreases, and the level of stress grows. In this case, the only way to cope with the stress is to focus on the study and life balance. In order to study at the highest academic level, a student experiences additional pressure while struggling to maintain the balance in his or her life and to have an adequate amount of rest. Academic excellence is a goal for many college students. However, while trying to study to their limit and receive only the highest grades, students often forget about the necessity of effective rest for them. Weak skills in time management and the inability to organize their hours for study and rest lead students to prostration and insomnia as a result of the stress. Therefore, to demonstrate high results in academic performance, it is necessary to learn how to cope with the pressures that are faced by students almost every day of their college life. From this perspective, it is important to state that students usually experience many challenges and pressures, and they need to persevere while coping with different adversities and stresses. The reason is that there are many challenges that can be faced by a typical student daily, and all these challenges need to be overcome to achieve the goal. Thus, college students have to find numerous ways to cope with such pressures as the everyday work combined with study, the moral preparation for examinations all night long, and the desire for a balanced life where study is effectively combined with the rest of activities to be full of energy to achieve new heights. However, in spite of many pressures, college students often remain to be active, joyful, persistent, and hardworking. If you want to find more works like this essay on college student challenges and pressures, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.